Come on, wake up. It's telly time.
And what's going on here?
Search me. I think rigor mortis has set in.
All right, everyone, come on, move out. The bell's gone. Okay, Smith, what's this all about?
I thought you'd never ask. We want to talk to the governor. We would have dropped her a note, but we couldn't find any papers or pens.
Don't be so childish. Drag them out, one by one.
Sorry, I don't think I can do it.
Well, round one to us, eh? Yeah. Round two, seconds out of the ring.
I'm sorry if this restriction seems petty to you, but you only have yourselves to blame. You can't blatantly ignore the regulations and expect to get away with it.
Well, in that case, Mrs. Davidson, you've got a strike on your hands. If the department wants to act like a pack of kids, we can do the same. There'll be no work done in the laundry or the workshop until we get our ruddy materials back.
There is one condition I insist on. If I rescind the order, there are to be no more unauthorized articles sent to the dispatch. If you wish something sent, it is to be brought to me and sent in the usual way.
And what have you done to prove of what I write?
Then you will be given the opportunity to rewrite it, or I shall edit it.
So much for freedom of the press.
Everyone shut up. That is my final offer. Take it or leave it.
What do you reckon?
Hell no, let's stay here.
They can't do that.
Tell them to stick it, I reckon. I don't know. Do we get our stuff back straight away?
Yes?
Okay. Come on, girls, let's go.
Damn it, B, we should have stayed in there. Yeah, I reckon we could have screwed him for a whole lot more.
Could we? By the time we raced around the prison looking for a stub of pencil, a bit of loo paper to write on, we could have set up the whole newspaper. What have we got to lose? Davo usually plays fair with us. Let's give her a go. But if she does jump on everything that we write, then we're back to square one. But at least we'll have had time to stash away a few writing pads and pens in case they try and do it again. Mrs. Davidson, when can I see you about my appeal?
I beg your pardon?
Mr. Faulkner was going to tee it up for me.
Look, I'm sorry. It slipped my mind. She asked for a visit from her solicitor.
Very well, Smart. I'll phone him and ask him to come in. Mr. Saunders, isn't it?
That's right. Thanks.
Mr. Faulkner, in future try to remember these things. It may not be important to you, but it is to the women.
What a day. I get the distinct impression I'm not the prison's most popular officer today.
Look, I'm sorry about the press clipping, but Colleen asked me to
don't worry
censor
about
the
that.
mail.
I was just the mug who cut it out.
Do you know how the women got hold of it?
No. Mrs. Davison wasn't too impressed, though. Nor Mrs. Powell.
Well, Colleen's going through a bad time at the moment. And when Carol Lewis gets here, it'll only get worse. I've had that experience myself.
You have?
Yes. My first husband, Bill, was killed in a riot here. And for some reason or other, they transferred the woman who did it back here from Barnhurst.
Hell, that must have been hard on you.
I went through all the anger and bitterness. But what's the point? I can't change what's happened. Chrissy changed, though. She got pregnant, and her whole personality seemed to alter. Suddenly, she wasn't the person who killed Bill anymore. I don't resent her now, but I hate the person she was. Believe me, Colleen's got a lot to go through yet.
Okay, this is the last hand. You can count me out. I'm going to work on that article. Suppose I better give some thought to what I'm going to say to my solicitor tomorrow.
Is he any good, Helen?
Claims were made today
Should
that
be.
Stanfield
I'll pay him
Industries,
enough.
owned by Mr. Harry Stanfield, a hopeful for the
Hang on
government
a
seat
minute.
of Pacey, were running a call girl racket for overseas businessmen. The allegations were made by a Miss Mandy Thompson, an unemployed model from St Kilda.
What's that?
Miss Thompson
Unemployed model. She could have been more original.
You know her.
Of course I do. I could tell you a few tales about old Harry, too. He's the guy with all those influential friends I was telling you about. Was this Mandy Tart right about the call girl business? Of course she is. And who do you think set it all up? Smart Catering Services. That's who.
Well, how did Harry Stanfield fit in?
He's the one that persuaded me to set the business up in the first place. I used to send him an invoice for smoked salmon and cucumber sandwiches. Good tax work, but...
Well, what about this blue you had with him?
Oh, it was nothing, really. I'd organised this wingding for him, all the girls laid on, and he cancelled it the last minute. I'd already forked out quite a few bob booking the girls, and he wasn't going to pay me. So I started jumping up and down. I even said that I'd have a word to a journo mate of mine. Of course, I wouldn't have, but made him see sense next day the cheque arrived. Well, I didn't think he'd take it this much to heart, of course.
What do you reckon, Jude? Well, it seems fishy to me.
What? Haven't you been watching the news? And no, they don't give you a television in solitary. And the only thing I read in the papers are the funnies.
Well, your Mr. Stanfield has been playing Mr. Squeaky Clean Nice Guy because he wants to get himself voted into Parliament. That's right, love. For all his friends in high places, he could have set you up just to get you out of the way.
How'd your article go?
Bloody awful. By the time I cut out everything I knew Davo would object to, there was nothing left.
Well, at least we can start setting up the rest of the stuff.
Yeah, I'll try again later.
Morning, ladies.
Hi.
Everyone to work, except you, Smart. Your solicitor's here to see you.
Good luck, love.
Yeah, we'll be thinking of you.
Thanks.
Good morning, Miss Smart. You have an appeal in mind, I understand.
Darn right I have.
Well, we will have to have a reason to appeal. You realize that? Some fresh evidence or a valid reason to claim a mistrial, something of that nature?
Well, I told you that I was set up in the...
You did indeed. You did indeed. But such a claim stands little chance against a large volume of circumstantial evidence.
Well, I think I've got an idea of who is behind it.
Oh?
A guy called Harry Stanfield?
Well, proving it would be very difficult against a man of Mr. Stanfield's reputation.
Oh, reputation, my Aunt Fanny. That guy's been in more massage parlors than you've had hot dinners.
I'm sorry, Miss Smart, but professional ethics prevent me from handling your case. Guard,
Hey, just hang on a minute.
take my advice, Miss Smart. Forget it. Before the police come up with even more serious charges against you.
That was quick.
Yeah. Been something I said.
We've been expecting you. Put your things on that bench over there. Okay. Right, stand on that white line. Your name is Carol Francis Lewis?
Yes.
You are charged with being an...
I'll take over here, Mrs. Morris. I'm the Deputy Governor, Lewis. My name is Powell.
He used to give me roses. I wish he could again.
Another piece of cross-continent soap hopping now. Pam Springs and a would-be young lag, both of Belfast, tell us that Kerry Armstrong, who played Lynn Warner, wrongly accused of baby snatching, you may recall, appeared in Dynasty as Helena, a Moldavian duchess. What a meteoric social rise, especially as she had a scene opposite the goddess of raised eyebrow soap stardom, Joan Collins. Don't suppose it was the same episode as when Erica played a receptionist, was it? And Gemma Thirlwall writes from Pontefract to say that a lot of the providers of our snippets have the same names as future characters in the show. Are these people really called these names, or just having a laugh, she asks. Just having a laugh, I think, Gemma. More tomorrow at the same time and 100% just around the corner.